Let's talk about one of the biggest problems that managers face: insubordination. It can cripple productivity and morale in the workplace, so it's important that we put an end to it once and for all. And that's what we're talking about in this video. Welcome to the channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help you become a more confident leader, and I do this with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. This is a dilemma for managers everywhere. How can you actually put an end to insubordination among employees? It seems like it's a never-ending problem that just will not go away, no matter the initiative, no matter the system you temporarily implement. Of course, scapegoating is not the answer. It's time to get down deep and find long-term solutions so that your team feels comfortable in their workplace again. Now, first things first. I'm the realist. No, first things first. Insubordination. What is it? It's a lack of respect and disregard for authority. Plain and simple. It's when someone refuses to follow orders or adhere to policies that are in place. It's not just about being rebellious either. Insubordination can come in many forms, such as talking back to the supervisor, showing up late on a regular basis, or undermining the chain of command. It's important to understand that insubordination, it not only affects the individual, but it can also have a huge negative impact on the entire team. It can cause tension, disrupt workflow, and ultimately kill productivity. Now, it's not always easy to identify instances of insubordination in the workplace, but it's crucial that you stay alert for the signs of disrespect and non-compliance. Whether it's an employee's tone, and their tone is dismissive, or they openly refuse to do the job, these behaviors can have a detrimental effect on your team. Not to mention your own leadership role. It's not just about putting the smack down on those who step out of line. It's about fostering an environment of mutual respect and open communication. By recognizing and addressing insubordination early on, you will ensure that everyone is working towards the same goals and that your team is functioning as effectively as possible. As a manager, addressing the issue of an employee showing signs of insubordination can be a scary task. But it's essential that you tackle this issue head on. It's essential to approach this situation from a personal perspective, showing the employee that you care and are willing to help them improve. Be convincing in your argument, highlighting the importance of their communication in maintaining a healthy work environment. Remember that you need to remain professional while addressing the issue and provide the employee with constructive feedback on how they can improve their behavior or how they're expected to improve. Ultimately, addressing insubordination is crucial for the success of your team, and with a personal and convincing approach, it can usually be resolved effectively. And as a manager, it's crucial to follow up with your employees after addressing the issue. You see, follow-up conversations are important because they show that you care about the employee and their well-being. Taking time out of your day to have a one-on-one conversation with an employee can be incredibly impactful, and it can help them feel that they're seen and that they're valued. And it can also ensure that any misunderstandings have been fully cleared up and the employee fully understands what is expected of them. Now, in a personal and convincing tone, you can go a long way in communicating that you genuinely want to help and support your team. But sometimes taking disciplinary action can be a tough decision to make, but sometimes it's necessary for the greater good. When a problem persists, it can affect not only that individual involved, but it's the team, the company as a whole. So as a manager, it's important for you to approach the situation with empathy and understanding, but also with a sense of responsibility to uphold the expectations, uphold the standards that you have or that the team has. And by taking proper disciplinary action, you are showing that accountability and integrity are valued traits on your team. Letting a problem persist without any consequences is going to create a toxic environment. It will be born through your lack of actions. So, as tough as it may be, taking disciplinary action is simply the right thing to do when it's time to do it. Dealing with insubordination can absolutely be difficult and frustrating, but it's an important part of managing a team in any industry. No manager wants to encounter insubordination, but it's essential to have firm boundaries and consequences for when it does happen. Not if, but when. And recognizing the warning signs quickly and putting an end to subordination as soon as possible, you can maintain efficient, productive, happy-go-lucky workplaces. Now, these steps, they may not always be easy, for sure, but when done effectively, they are necessary in order to prevent further disruption to the workflow, to the team dynamic. And it's up to you as a leader to make sure that the action is taken to ensure that your team members remain respectful of their peers, of the authority of anybody that's managing them. And that way we can get back to doing our jobs and have no roadblocks, or at least less. If you want to hear how I advised one of my clients on dealing with insubordination, watch this video because that's what I talk about. And get your coffee, and I'll see you there. Ciao.